Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm unhauling a bunch of books that have been sitting in a box in my kitchen for months. I am sick of looking at them. They're just collecting dust and they could be put to better use. These ones I'm going to give to my darling cousin who's going to pick what she wants out of them and then pass them on to her Navy buddies. I'm pretty sure my books have ended up on an aircraft carrier. So I like to think that I'm like single-handedly keeping the Navy literate. I'm just going to put that out there. And if any of these are like a favorite of yours, I am sorry that you have poor taste. I'm just kidding. First up is Company Town by Madeline Ashby. I don't remember why I bought it. Bioengineered enhancements. They're on an oil rig. I'm just not interested anymore. This is one that I got in a subscription box. So I don't think I would have picked it out for myself normally. A different cousin gave me a box of books a long time ago. This was one of them, and it's the second book in a series. I just don't feel like picking up the first book in order to read this. I actually won this off of Goodreads. That was like the first time I've ever won anything, but I never read it. When I was going through my books, trying to decide which ones I wanted to keep and get rid of, I went on Goodreads and I looked at my lowest rated, and I think this might have had a low rating, but I won it. I put this here because I got this from Owl Crate and it has some goodies that came with it. And I stuck in the book plate, and then it came with this. Then it is a exclusive cover. So I think on the original it's silver, but I'm pretty sure someone else will enjoy this a lot more. This one's actually my boyfriend's. I don't think he actually got to this one. He said to just go ahead and donate it. He's read the Dragonlance series and has been bugging me since we started dating to read the Dragonlance. I got into Forgotten Realms, okay? How many books do you think I can read? I will get to it. Quit nagging me, God. This one I got in a book subscription box. I'm sure it would be really quick for me to read it and get through it, but I read some of the reviews on Goodreads and it just didn't seem like it would interest me. Elena Ferrante's Frantumaglia. I don't know what the heck that means. I listened to a podcast and someone on it said that every writer should read this book. This might be one that it would make more sense if I read her work first. So I'm going to do that, and then if I decide I want to read this, I will pick it up again. And then we have two by Terry Brooks. I did get rid of The Sword of Shannara. I started reading it. I got a few chapters in. It's so thick. It is a very long book, and this is a very long series. Oh, they're so dusty. I feel bad. I did get these from my cousin. I'm kind of like hesitant to get rid of them because they are older hardcover copies, but I just don't see myself reading it. Although I did almost get it signed by the author because he was at a local bookstore talking about writing, and I chickened out, didn't go to it. I don't know if this is a standalone or just like, I don't know what this is. Got a Brandon Sanderson here. Did I just spit? I gotta stop doing that because I think you can see my face. Oh, that's weird where my tongue is. Okay, we'll go on this from the side. Oh dear. I don't remember what it's about. I think a dystopian science fiction. I thought it was related to his Mistborn series, but it's not. I actually got rid of his Mistborn series. Maybe his writing's just not for me. I don't know. I've never completed any of his work. We are pirates. Dun, 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 dun. Like the stupid Farmers Insurance commercial comes to mind every time I look at this. I don't understand why they put this ugly thing on here. That's a cute cover. Why is this here? I think it's about a father-daughter relationship, and the daughter becomes a pirate in San Francisco and like a rebellious teenager. That just doesn't interest me. Then we have another older book. Part of me hates the fact that I'm getting rid of an old fantasy book like this, but I have too many other books that I want to get to first. I'm also going to throw this book bow that I got a long time ago in a subscription box. I don't love the colors on it. I started this earlier this year. I don't remember where I stopped reading, but I was annoyed with all the characters. I'm just not really into YA contemporary anymore. It has to be really good for me to continue through it. Otherwise, I'm just kind of DNFing it and moving on. Shut up, you fridge. This is another one that I got in a subscription box. I've had it for a long time. I finally picked it up this year. The first chapter was actually really promising. I was super slow after that and did not care about the characters. You know it's pretty bad when I start looking at Goodreads reviews as I'm reading a book. I just want to see what other people think. Like, does it pick up? Should I keep going or just give up? And this one I gave up on. But it does have some stuff from Owl Crate. It came with this card and these stickers, which I was super excited about because I'm doing a book journal this year, but then I didn't finish it, so I didn't use them. And then a signed book plate. This one I was really disappointed that I gave up on. I went on to Goodreads and it didn't seem like it was going to get any better, and so I gave up at like 100 or so pages. And I don't remember exactly why I didn't care for it. I think maybe the characters just didn't interest me. Still really disappointed that I didn't like this one though. I set this one aside not because it was bad or anything. It just was taking me a while to get through it. And I was trying to boost my reading challenge. So I set this aside to read something a little quicker. And then I just didn't feel like picking it back up. Ready Player One. I tried reading this once or twice and I couldn't get into it. I did watch the movie and I liked it. I love like 80s pop culture, so you'd think I would enjoy this. I don't know. I've tried. I was really into books about cooking. I got halfway through it. There's a lot of like recipes in here, which is nice. I don't dislike it. I just set it aside and I don't feel like picking it back up. I know this one's pretty popular and well loved. I tried reading it. I got a few chapters in. I set it aside. I just haven't felt like picking it back up. This one's a short story collection that I've had since college. Is that sweat? Am I sweating or is that lotion? Ew. Let me just rub that in real quick. I think it's a bit of both. I've only read like 1 or 2 stories in this. So goodbye. Sayonara. The library at Mount Char. I like libraries. I like mountains. I like charred things. I don't know how far. I think I was just really confused. I got a few chapters in and I didn't know what the heck was going on. I don't know. It was a long time ago that I started reading this. I'll be back with more. I got a lot of books here. How many was that? I'll count them at the end. I actually really want to read these. I'm just not going to get to it anytime soon, so I think I'm going to let these go. And then when I am actually ready to pick up this story, I will just buy the first book. And then I have a bunch of Japanese language books and one German language book that I thought I was going to try to translate, and I never did. I did try to read The Lovely Bones, and I highlighted what I translated, and I didn't get very far because it's a lot of work. I have access to a lot more Japanese books, and maybe some that are actually at my skill level. It's like children's books. I could probably actually read this one a little easier because I don't have to worry about kanji. Es war die Mitte der vorigen Jahrhunderts. Der schön, so beautiful weather versprach. Ich weiß nicht. Ich habe alles vergessen. My God. I'm almost done. I'm exhausted. Oh, God. I took a class on Japanese theater and I held on to this for the longest time because I thought I might read some of the plays, but oh my God, are Japanese plays a little boring. It's been a while since I tried watching them. It's been a long time since I had the class, but like no plays. Holy balls. I'm sorry. I know there is an art to it. I know it's like very important to the culture and everything. I do not have the patience for that. But I do like the cover, and it probably cost me like an arm and a leg. The U of M. Crooks. Bunch of crooks. This is another book I had in college, and I don't like poetry. I graduated from this college in 2010, I think. Oh my god. Oh. It has fingerprints on it. What the heck? This one, I gave it 4 stars. I liked it, but I just don't feel like I needed to hold on to it. It's about a young girl who gets into drugs during like the 60s. Gets in with a bad crowd, like a bunch of hippies and stuff. It's supposed to be like a true diary, like it actually happened. I don't know if it did. It's kind of sad and tragic. I like sad and tragic, but I don't like hippies. So, have The Devil in the White City. I would recommend it. I just don't think I need to hold on to it. So next we have The Lovely Bones in English this time. I actually liked it up until the end. 'Cause you know she's dead, right? She, spoiler alert, takes over her friend's body and then has the sex with her would-be boyfriend if she hadn't been murdered. That's weird. I don't know, there's other things in it I didn't care for. Very sad though, very tragic. All right, now we're getting to the books that I don't like. Oh boy. Oh my god, is that the sun? Ew. Disgusting. Are you ready for some controversy? This was given to me as a gift. Actually, it was given to my boyfriend as a gift, but he wasn't gonna read it. So I read it just for giggles, and it was a waste of time. I think I started skimming the last bit of it. Like, this is all you need to read? It's just basic common sense, I feel like. Let's just get this out of here. This was the first book I annotated ever, so I'm a little sad to get rid of it. But I gave it 3 stars. It was okay. It came in a subscription box. It's an important topic, right? About like gentrification and all that. But I just felt like there was no plot and that the author had a checklist of things she wanted to cover and she was just ticking them off. But I had to take all these tabs out and all my notes out before I get rid of it. This one I got in a subscription box. Came with all of this stuff. I think I gave it 2 stars. I was bored with it and I don't like teenage drama anymore. I'm over it. I'm an elderly person, so I picked this up at a local bookstore because they had it on display and I really wanted to buy something. It is so cute though. It's very cute. And it's not like it takes up a lot of space on my shelf. But every time I look at it, I go, should I get rid of it or not? I look at a book and be like, I could probably get rid of that. Like at least 5 times. Just get rid of it, right? Another book from Owl Crate. Actually came with seeds. I don't know what happened to those. So I could have planted some flowers, but I don't really like flowers that much. They're nice, but they don't really do it for me, you know? It's also magical realism, which I am very about. Gets a little too flowery, if you know what I mean. For some reason, I thought I was going to read all of Margaret Atwood's work. I don't know why. I don't even remember it. I just didn't care for it. This is the second book. Good Lord. See, I gotta get this out of here. It's just collecting dust. This is the sequel to Bloodline, and it follows the next generation after the events in Bram Stoker's Dracula. This seems like it's the second book in a trilogy, and she has no plans on writing the 3rd book. What are you gonna do? It's so disappointing because I really loved the first book. I went to Half Price Books and I found a cover that I liked a lot more, so I'm gonna let this one go. Same with this one. I bought another edition of it, and so I should let this one go. It's nice, so maybe I don't need it. I don't have space for it, but I like it. It'll look nice on my... I'm gonna keep it. I'm just gonna keep them. Lastly, oh my god, we're almost done. I have Thomas Harris's Hannibal Quartet. I hate these covers. Look at them. These are horrible covers. Don't look great on my shelves. Ugh, this is hideous. This is hideous, okay? been putting these in and out of the box. Okay, I'll get rid of them. I'll keep them. I'll get rid of them. I'll keep them. I'm going to get rid of them. And if they ever come out or I ever come across a nicer edition of these, I will repurchase them. Oh my gosh, I think that's it. So let me know what you think about any of these books. Am I making the right decision? Have I lost my mind? All right, thank you for going through all that with me. Bye bye.